How you all doing? It's a bit late when I record this. I know you probably see a picture in the background. That's the picture I had over here, but since my DVDs were getting taller, I put the picture of me and my grandma in the back, right next to a picture of my aunt right there, stuff like that. I know some of you remember that picture from you know when I want to explain, but um, how do I get started into this? This is a rant. Hold. Well, anyway, it's probably gonna say a fancier title up there. I haven't thought of a title what I'll call it yet. And I was able to see this, and I couldn't believe it where I was able to find this movie at. Yeah, it's acne, folks. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's not STD. Don't look scared. Hate it when it's on the lip though. It looks bad though, especially when you pop. You go ew. Yeah, I'd rather talk about that in this movie. I was able to see this film on YouTube, and it just so happens I believe 4 people posted this movie on YouTube, and they're all in the same quality, bootleg theater style, and they've been up since September. And I felt very stupid because, when I heard bad things about the film and stuff like that, I remember Michael when he ranted on it. Most recently, Matt ranted on it not so long ago. Very funny rant. So, the one Michael did as well. Whew. And that pisses me off about this rant is that I have nothing to drink. And plus, I don't want to drink any soda and stuff like that because it's 11:16 at night when I record this, and I have to be up at 5:20 in the morning. So I should be knocked out of sleep or whatever at this time, but no. I had a lot of vigor and energy in me. I was flicking through YouTube, and out of nowhere, I see people uploaded some stuff or whatever, and somebody I stumbled on across this movie in one chapter and stuff. And it is on DVD, by the way, folks, unfortunately. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this in the past in vlogs or movie news, stuff like that. But little backstory behind this film. Luc Besson, of course, we all know, he gave us such films as The Professional, The Fifth Element. His company, he served as the producer behind the Transporter movies, first 2, even the third one. He was also behind Jet Li's Kiss of the Dragon. Yeah, Kiss my ass. I don't know. I said this movie should do Kiss my ass. This movie. And of course, he helped pen the script with Jet Li for Unleashed. Overseas known as Danny the Dog. Luc Besson has not directed a film since The Messenger with Mila Jovovich. And from what I hear, ever since that film, he's been gun shy by returning to the director's chair because he got this big corporation now. He just runs things with an iron fist and shit. Of course, he's the man who's the producer behind Taken as well, which I'm going to bring up to in a little bit and you find out why. So, like I said, The Professional, Leon, well, he had a script. Oh, the writer of this film is Robert Mark Kamen, who's the writer behind the Karate Kid films. Yes, even the third one. He's also behind, I believe, the writer behind Taken, and the writer behind, I believe, from Paris with Love. That's better than this movie. Miles better. So, and I heard commentaries with him. He shows up on that Karate Kid Special Edition, and he did a commentary for Taken. Seemed like a nice guy, but he drops the ball a lot on a couple of occasions. This movie is one of them. So what happened was Luc Besson had a script idea, or at least he had wrote it, but he never finished the script. He had it laying around somewhere for years. It was supposed to be a sequel to the 1994 movie The Professional, called Matilda, or it was going to have a different title, Professional 2 or whatever, which would show the character Natalie Portman played, go all grown up. Now she's a cleaner, a hitman, assassin, I guess running around taking out gangsters and stuff like that and everything. That was what, from what I heard, the script was supposed to be. But over the years, I guess he left it piling somewhere and everything like that. Now, instead of giving us a follow-up story, because Natalie Portman isn't that busy, really. I mean, what she did Black Swan. Then she followed Black Swan with Your Highness. Then from Your Highness, Thor. You know, I haven't seen Black Swan, but I heard she was very good in it. And Thor, I seen her in, and of course, Your Highness, she was great in Your Highness as well. And so I guess Luc Besson figured, well, I guess Natalie Portman's big actress now. Maybe she might want more money or something. I mean, that's not the story. I'm just guessing for what it could be. So he decided to revamp the script. You know, basically take a simple idea, revenge or a woman assassin fucking people up, and give it to shit. So he calls Robert Kamen over, and they go, okay, we're gonna rewrite the script and do something with it. So that rewrite script turns into Colombiana. So I noticed, right, whenever Luc Besson gets this director to do a movie or project, he always gets him to do something that's not gonna have a future to it. Yeah, I've noticed that. The guy who directed this film, which it doesn't even look like there's no directions. I don't even know if I can call him a director. Olivier Megaton, or as many of my friends call him, Megatron, a Decepticon. Yes, right. Directed this movie. Directed. He was the man who Luc Besson got to do Transporter 3. And once I found out he was connected to this film, I had a lot to worry about. And guess what? My fears came true. And Olivier Megaton, Luc Besson got him, I guess, because I guess he was a music video director or something like that, or he done work, he was second unit or some shit on Luc Besson's movies and stuff. So I guess Luc Besson, if you notice about his movies, he doesn't like sequels that much. So I guess he did Transporter, and I guess he was surprised. Wow, Transporter made that much money? Oh God. I don't know what to do. I get it. I will get Lulu Letteri. Lulu, you direct the second film. Okay, Luke. Okay, Luke. So Lulu Letteri is a better director than this motherfucker, no. So he did the sequel, Transporter 2. But I guess it still made some form of money. Maybe through DVD sales and stuff. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't like this franchise shit. So those films were distributed, or I guess through the US, through 20th Century Fuckface. So he makes a shit stain of a sequel and pretty much gives it to Olivier Megaton. And the same problems that movie has, this movie has as well. Your lead character is stupid, very stupid. The action scenes have nothing to them, no emotion to them. There's no grittiness to them. The fights are badly handled. And editing is bad. The camera shakes a lot. So Transporter 3 becomes dead in the water. So does this man continue working? Yes, because Luc Besson figured he gets him for this movie. Because he's afraid this might turn to a franchise. And also, he's given him the task of the sequel to Taken. At this moment forward, I have no more hope for Taken. That's it. That's it. And plus, Liam Neeson's track record hasn't been that good. Unknown, I've seen. He's good in the film, acting-wise, but the film is just blasé. You know, with a stupid end fight with Liam Neeson and Aiden Quinn, which you don't buy him in a fist fight with him and stuff. But so how do I get started into this movie? The movie opens up. I'm guessing because there's no year. At least if there is, I didn't see it. It has to be sometime, I guess, maybe in the mid-90s. Because we're in Colombia. And we see these two guys having a meeting in this compound and stuff. And the subordinate of the drug lord is Jordi Morella. You guys remember from Bad Boys 2 and Blow. He's a good actor, but here he's given nothing to do, basically. I mean, he's just basically, I'm Latino, South American bad guy number 2. No charisma to him. He had more to do in Bad Boys 2, believe it or not. Bad Boys 2, his character was funny. He was a bad guy you love to hate. I would put it that way. You know, he had a sense of humor to him, some vigor, some energy. Here he's just, I'm here, Jefe, I'm here. That's all he is. He's here. So pretty much he's having the drug lord is having the meeting with some guy who wants to lead the organization, and they give each other a hug and kiss him in the head. He goes, okay, bye bye. Then he goes, kill that bastard. But meanwhile, Jordy Merrill's right behind him. Looks like he's got something in his hand. I agree with Matt said that he could just choke him and take him out just like that. But no such thing at all. Instead, of course, he makes it into a car. He yells at his driver, what's wrong, boss? You get out of here. He's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. You got to get home. So he makes it to his house. They're introduced to Catalina. Leia, the flower. Of course, that's what that is, you know, because you see it in the poster of all the movie. Zoe Saldana's in this film. Zoe Saldana, I like her as an actress, but here, her, along with Michael Vartan and Cliff Curtis, they cannot save this movie, really. They're just there reading a shitty script, really. Zoe Saldana, she's probably one of the best things in Avatar. I will say that right now. She's great in The Losers as Aisha. That's a better character. I thought that was the character I was gonna get with this movie. No such thing. Because that character was likable, even though the character has a bit of a problem, but nothing compared to this character though she plays. But not in this scene. This scene she's a little girl eating a lollipop, sucking a lollipop. And she's doing homework there, and then the father comes in. Pack the bags, we got to go, we got to go. Packs the bags and everything. And of course, Jordi Morell and his boys follow him, fuck up his security people. He tells Catalina, sit at the table, don't move. I love you, Catalina. This is your passport. He gives her a little microchip. She takes it and swallows it. And gives her this little note or some paper. You go to this address when you go to this place here. It's your passport. All this shit. So they go in. Now I don't understand what Matt talked about when he says, okay, because when they grab Catalina and they're about to go out, they see there's this, so then they go back inside and they tell her to stay on the table and don't come out. Then the mother, I guess, and the father come with shotgun, machine gun, and it zooms into her face. We hear, and then we see the expression on her face. So I guess we know she's witnessing this horror. And that reminds me to another point here. Why is this movie rated R? Let me ask you guys this question, like Matt and Michael. Why is this rated R? Because I swear, throughout the film, I don't see any nudity. People get killed. They get killed off frame. I mean, besides one guy in the film, something with a shark fucking him up. But that's it. And then again, that doesn't get no R rating because Jaws is rated PG. And that's a shark fucking him up, fucking up people there as well. And I got a PG rating. Again, that was the 70s. I don't know now, but why is this rated R? Because people get killed off camera. Even the people she fucks up later in the film. So, Jordi Morell comes in. I know the whole idea of it was that he tries to see if he could talk to the girl, all friendly like that, see if the girl knows anything and stuff like that. You know, try to play like the mind game and stuff. But I agree with Matt once again. It was handled horribly. If Perry Morell, the guy who was taken, was doing this, or Scott Mann, or Michael Davis, and many other directors, I think could have captured what they were trying to do miles better. Hey, even Lulu Leteri could have done a mile better job with this, but no. She says nothing and takes, I guess, a knife that was under a table, stabs him in the hand. We don't see the insertion shot. We see an after shot. Ah, she jumps out the window. Michael says something about her running like she's a track star. I kept thinking of Park R. You know that thing like that movie I reviewed, District B13. You know those people doing those jumping from rooftops. That's what it reminded me of. That she's a Park R fucking star. Just phew, phew, phew. Bruce Banner, Edward Norton, and Incredible Hulk. When they have that chase in the beginning of the film with Tim Roth and his special agent assholes chasing him. That chase is miles better than this chase. Fast Five, which came out the same year, when The Rock and his team and the drug lords are chasing Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, and Jordana, I Can Act Brewster. That chase is better than this fucking chase. And they end up catching, almost closing on her to the middle of the street. Jordy Morel doesn't aim right. She jumps into the fucking sewer. Yes, that's how she eludes them in the sewers. And none of them go to the sewers even after her. They just fire some shots. We want her alive. Don't kill her. And then she comes out of the sewer all dirty. I'm thinking, when she was in the sewer, she could at least try to see if she could find the Ninja Turtles there. Or somebody. Maybe Raphael. Hell, maybe Leonardo. Maybe he would have been hanging out in the sewers. Because obviously he was in South America in the 2007 movie. Since that movie is supposed to connect a little bit after the 93 movie. So I guess it was the 90s. Leonardo was still in South America. And stuff. But I guess she couldn't find Leo there. He was too busy fucking around with Cheetah in the woods. Fucking around with the monkeys in the woods. So she makes it to the embassy. She throws up on the desk. Gives them the thing with the evidence and the stuff for the computer chip thing or whatever. Then the FBI takes her to Miami. I don't know why. She goes to the bathroom. Eludes them again. She escapes from these highly trained FBI people with no problem. To get a bus ticket, I guess. I don't know if you can get a bus ticket from Miami to Chicago to see her Theo. Theo Emilio, who's played by Cliff Curtis. Who you guys remember him from Training Day. He's best known for being in Collateral Damage. He had a small part in Virus with Jamie Lee Curtis. He's a good actor, but you know, he's just stuck with this horrible script. We get the idea, I guess, that he's somehow a mob guy himself, or maybe he has his own clique of people there. Maybe he's a killer or something. Because he's beating up this guy until someone tells him Catalea's here. And he takes her in, tries to get her into her school. She refuses to go to the school. But they cannot teach me, I want to learn. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be Xena Warrior Princess. Which, I don't mind Xena Warrior Princess. I'm sorry. I'm a sucker for a woman running around going, looking up her skirt and everything like that. Lucy Lawless, I think, could have made this script work more than Zoe Saldana, to be honest. I'd rather watch Xena than watch this movie. I don't mind Hercules, but I prefer a chick kicking ass, you know? Plus, her and Renee O'Connor had a funnier back and forth with each other than Karen Zorbo and Michael Hurst. But that's just me, you know? But I can still watch both of those shows and stuff like that. I would like to rewatch those again than watching this movie. So, Cliff Curtis is supposed to be this smart killer, right? She says, I want to learn from you. You want to learn from me? Okay. Pulls out a gun in public. Fires on some poor schmuck who's driving the car. Makes the guy crash. In front of the school. Bunch of people witness this shit. Police show up. He tells her, make a choice. The gun or the book bag. She takes the book bag. Because you need to learn. You want to be a smart killer. You got to learn. And you need to learn that in there. So, he doesn't get arrested, naturally. You think people would have spotted him to wear these tacky clothes and shit. Yeah, it was that fucking guy with the sideburns, with the little short ugly girl who does that Park R shit. Park R or whatever, Park R stuff. And then, of course, 14 years pass, because we hear about this, not through a year or nothing like that, but through two fucking dumb cops having a dumb conversation, eating lunch. Until out of nowhere, a car hits them while they're parked. It's Zoe Saldana pretending she's drunk. Very disappointed in you, Zoe. ¿Qué pasó? Ay, pobrecita. She gets arrested, and I guess this fat fuck of a police sergeant tells her, "Oh, take her to the cell over there. Give her some coffee. She should sober up." So the fat fuck offers coffee to her. She goes in there. The reason she does that is because the U.S. Marshals are coming in, and I didn't even notice the lead U.S. Marshal is Graham McTavish, if I got his name right, who I don't recognize him because he's speaking with a southern accent and he has a big mustache, same bald head. But I know I spotted him somewhere. I recognize him somewhere. And I realized he's that lead mercenary asshole from Rambo 4. And he's barely in this film, but maybe that's a good thing though, because then he would have got fucked with the bad script and with the Megatron or whatever. He pretty much comes out of nowhere to bring this scumbag South American subordinate of the lead bad guy who kills Cataleya's parents. Puts him in the cell, and she does this weird, stupid thing with the bobby pin. I believe it's possible, which is sad, because I know there's videos that show you how to do that shit. And of course, the dumb fucks, usually anywhere, even at a restaurant, they give you a plastic spoon. But no, it's a metal spoon. Does this weird Mission Impossible half-ass bullshit where she breaks into the duct, she goes in one way, goes into the power box, bites the cup of water, puts it there with a spoon, goes up in the ducts because there's a fan blame right there, big fan. It's like Michael Dudikoff's fight, it's a big fan. And I guess it times the drops a certain way to shorts out, she cuts through, and then to the other guy comes in, the other cop, and finds a plastic cup there. Ooh, how did this cup got here? Throws the cup away. Does a stupid thing where she takes the security camera and turns it to the side, and of course the dumb security cop doesn't see it. That is a bad cliche. It's very stupid too. At least in Salt. Granted, I'm not a fan of Salt either. But it was clever that Angelina Jolie takes off her panties and blocks it on the camera at least. That was a good idea, but that's a shitty movie, just like this movie is. Makes it into the cell. She tells the guy, "Open your shirt." Takes a 9mm off U.S. Marshal guard that was by the gate. Who the fight scenes are handled badly because I swear it looks like the camera moves more than Zoe Saldana moves. It's like, phew. I'm not gonna do it to this camera; they don't fall down. So all that shit happens. And she tells him to open the shirt, and then she fires 2 shots into his chest. No silencer. You would think she's a slick killer. She would at least slice his throat or suffocate him or anything. Like she Rain from Ninja Assassin is a better fucking killer than this bitch is. And that says a lot. And that's another one I'm not too shabby on. Granted, it's got some good gore, good effects. Not practical, but I mean, I'd rather watch Ninja Assassin than watch this movie, to be honest. And I wasn't too happy about Rain, but Rain was more tactical, at least. This is no tactical shit. She goes back all the way around. They think it was the U.S. Marshal because she puts the gun back in his hand. And she makes it back into the cell, which I call bullshit. The FBI gets involved. It's this actor, I don't know. I think he's an actor. I don't know. There's no words to describe this film. Her uncle, Cliff Curtis, the Theo, Emilio, meets her at the laundromat to give her her next job she's supposed to do. And pretty much, Zoe Saldana's character is such a fucking smart, tactical killer. She starts drawing with lipstick pictures on the people she's killing of Cataleya, a flower on their chest. So that gets the FBI involved now. She's trying to do it as a message, be clever for the bad guy. Now I've seen this done in movies better. I mean, The Crow did it, Daredevil did it. Hell, even the first 89 Punisher movie did it, but that's a better movie. I mean, granted, it's a little marked, it's more cool and stuff. But Frank Castle, Dolph, and Thomas Jane's Frank Castle are better killers than this bitch is. And the character's not likable because Cliff Curtis tells her, "Cut this out. Don't you understand? They're going to connect you to me." "Oh, but I can't stop. You wouldn't understand. It was your son. It was this, that." So She's getting Cliff Curtis and Cliff Curtis's mom, I guess, whatever, I don't know if the wife or mom or whatever, in deep shit. But she doesn't care. She wants her revenge. So why should I give a fuck about this dumb bitch? Even he tells her, you tú eres más estúpida. She is stupid. Because she's doing things in a dumb way. Jay Hernandez in Hostel, he wasn't a trained killer in the end of the movie when he slashed that motherfucker's throat in the men's room. Oh, when he got those kids the money for, gave them candy to fuck out the body, the subordinates of the people that worked at the hostel or whatever. And look at that. And he came and go like the wind until the sequel came and Eli Roth killed him off because he's a dick. Eli Roth, that is, not Jay Hernandez. But you see, she's stupid though. Who the fuck trained her? If Cliff Curtis trained her, then Cliff Curtis is a shitty killer. I'm telling you right now. But then again, this is the same guy who waves his gun out in public. And this was supposed to be a follow-up story. Earlier, of course, the early script was supposed to be a follow-up story to The Professional. Luc Besson, Robert Mark Kamen, you guys suck. I think you lost the touch, really. And you keep letting this fucking, this talentless, he's talentless director. I was always thinking maybe the guy had one bad movie, but these are 2 bad movies already now. And Taken is next. And Luc Besson is doing it on purpose. Because this man doesn't want any franchises. Ironically, he don't. Think about it. Can you name any other sequel Luc Besson is proud of? He doesn't talk about Transporter 2. Taken 2, he's pretty quiet on that. It's mostly, I guess, the studio, 20th Century Fuckface, is the one trying to pimp that out. Pretty much. And Liam Neeson just wants a check, so he's going to get a check for that. And stuff. Oh, maybe they would surprise you. I doubt that. 2 movies in a row. The man doesn't know how to handle action. The action scenes are lame, lifeless, formless, no intensity to them. I would love to see his action. I'd at least take a crack at this film. Then again, he did Sucker Punch, so that's another fucking. You guys know my thoughts on that already. So she doesn't listen. Then you have a cutaway thing going on, where she has this thing going on with Michael Vartan, who's this artiste. Because we know she likes to draw too. And that's basically her fuck buddy, but he wants something more from her. That leads to nowhere. He takes a photograph picture of her while she's sleeping. His asshole friend, being nosy, wants to send her picture to the police department to find out some background on her and shit. And the FBI tracked that. Catalina gets fucked over. Before that, she kills this other guy who's connected to the bad guy once again. This big fat fuck. Who has this thing where he has this big shark thing, like a shark pool with a gate on it like that. So, I don't know how the fuck she did this. She swims past 2 hungry sharks. No explanation whatsoever. And I don't buy it. Transporter 1, Transporter 2, it has stuff in there that's over the top, but those are fun films that move at a good pace. The runtime of this film was 108 minutes. I heard there's an unrated version of 111 minutes. I don't want to, if it's not time with the 2 or 3 extra minutes, what they are. She basically, I guess he's finished fucking a bunch of these women and stuff. We don't see no nudity, so I don't know why he's rated R for. And I guess he's that fucked up. She draws a flower on his chest. But Effie, you could deal with it with the Rob Zombie Halloween. I mean, that's not my favorite movie of all time. You guys know that. I put that low on the list. The original film is my favorite. But there's some stuff there I'm not happy about. Plus, Rob Zombie, you know, patting himself hard on the back. It's the best Halloween ever. Fuck him. And stuff. But he wanders out into the middle of the shark pool where the little tarp is at. She puts a Catalina flower there. He smells it. She tells him, don't move. Shoots him in the legs. And then she goes, what do you want? Don't kill me. I'm not going to kill you. And I guess shoots him in his shoulder. And I don't know what happened. I guess there was a hole in one of the tanks, I guess, and he fell through, and the sharks ate him up. So you see some blood. So I guess maybe that's why the R rating is there. Maybe, maybe not. Whew. So I don't know what to go into this, and then she meets up with Cliff Curtis again. Cliff Curtis tells her ass off, and I'm like, yes, right, tell her, bitch. Tú eres bien estúpida, bien estúpida. I'm firing you. I'm retiring you. That's it. No more money, no more guns, no more jobs. That's it. You stay away from me. You stay away from the church. You don't go near us. Nothing. Nothing. And she cries. I'm like, that's right. Tell her ass off. But it doesn't last long. Because, of course, Cliff Curtis and his mom are in the church. And who shows up? Catalea! To sit right next to them there. And, of course, Jordi Morell is being sent to America to investigate what's going on and shit. And we find out, of course, that little chip with the evidence and like that, how the drug lord guy basically didn't get no jail time or nothing. The CIA intercepted him and relocated him somewhere in Louisiana, where he has a compound, does his business, and CIA gets a cut. So really, the father's thing with the evidence is bullshit. At all. Really bullshit. So you have the CIA scumbag, you have the thing with the FBI, you know, the lead cop. I don't know who the character's name was, I don't care. And stuff like that. He didn't impress me at all. And stuff. And basically, he's on the track of her. They're like, even somebody suggests maybe it's a woman. It can't be a woman. And then find out, well, it is a woman. Well, no shit. Some FBI guy you are. Dumb motherfucker. So then, I'm trying to speed this up. I gotta get to sleep because it's gonna be fucking 12 o'clock. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. Blah, they close in on her at her place. She outsmarts the SWAT team. Picks a lock into somebody's house. Bangs his head on the table. Goes to his bathroom, and in the ceiling, she's got a sniper rifle there. I'm like, this woman must be real, like, she must have learned some stuff from Jigsaw or something, because she knows where all this shit is at. Like, if this was a movie that was likable, and you had a likable lead character, you could excuse the bad stuff. You could. But when the character is not likable, and you got bad pacing, villains that are nothing to run home about, really. They have no intensity to them, they have no character to them. As I find out hard to believe, Luc Besson and Mark Kamen, these are the same guys who were writers behind Taken or the Transporter films. These are the first two. Their villains were fun. You know, Matt Schultz from the first Transporter. You opened the package. You broke the rules. Your rules. That's supposed to recommend you another job. You got that creepy intensity to them. Okay, the second Transporter film, you got the Brigitte Nielsen wannabe with the big fucking long legs, no titties. But intimidating, though, compared to these motherfuckers. So, she ends up bumping into the lead FBI guy. She puts a bomb in the chair. I don't know, the reaction he gives her when she tells him the whole thing about... Oh, yeah, by the way, thanks to her not leaving this alone, or listening to her tío, Emilio, he gets killed. I guess another relative of his gets killed, and his mother gets killed. So they're dead because of her dumbass. Granted, she's sorry. She was blinded by her revenge, but I don't like the character. Nonetheless. She goes in there. She tells him there's a bomb in your chair. The bomb will expire once your microwave stops. You're going to tell me where the location is at. But he's telling her, look, the CIA won't cooperate with me. Make them cooperate with you. If not, every week, you're going to go to a funeral. In other words, he's going to kill members of her family. So his reaction was a little genuine, you know, not as bad. I mean, as I know Michael described it, but I agree with Matt when he said about that. But the movie's bad all around. He goes to see the CIA prick, tells him the situation, and he doesn't want to help him. And then she calls her on the phone and says, give her the thing in 20 seconds or you're dead. She got you locked down. That's armor glass. She has a .50 caliber. She goes into the window, shoots a picture of George Bush. He gets scared, gives up the whole thing. And then she has these dogs, which is very stupid thing they threw into the film, where she's training these dogs to kill on a command of a word. So she gets a hand on this armored car. I don't know where it's from. Where I guess where all the arsenal weapons are at that Cliff Curtis has. Makes it to the compound. Fires a bazooka. I don't know from where. Maybe from a cooch. Blows up the inside lobby of the compound. Now the bad guys, Jordy Morrell, his boss, all the guys are in the compound, in the lobby. Now one of these motherfuckers get killed. It's like a cartoon. Everybody's like, ooh, you killed. Comes in there, fires the gun. We see shots. I don't see no bullets hitting nobody. We see it through a point of view. You see bullets at the floor. Once again, why is it rated R? Kick-Ass, and the climax of Kick-Ass, when he came in with the rockets, and he fired on D'Amico's guy that were blood squibs, that's a rated R movie. Watchmen, granted it's a long-paced movie, when the violence is there, that's rated R. Where's the R rating here? Unleashed, that's R-rated. Kiss of the Dragon, kiss my ass, like this movie should do. With the guy who got blown up in the little laundry chute, that's rated R. Where is it here? And once again, bro, I agree with you again. Something film was always done in this film. When she has the two Uzis, she holds them off like. When she handled, then again, in The Losers, I don't think she used that much automatic weapons. She only had the pistols and that homemade bazooka that Pooch made. That's about it. She didn't have no machine guns or nothing. So she goes in, she shoots a couple of people, not really bloody or nothing, no CGI squibs. Off camera kills. The bad guy hides in one spot there. Jordy Morrell. And then there's another guy with him for some reason that disappears. I don't know what the fuck she did to him. He finds out she's hiding in the bathroom. You be waiting for this moment a long time. Drops the gun. They have a fight, which is a terrible fight. There's a movie called And Then You Die, retitled Enter the Eagles. I know Tony's smiling because more of Kevin, because it's a movie that Shannon Lee did. Now, watch this film and see clips of the fight scene where it says Shannon Lee Enter the Eagles. There are scenes in the movie where she fights guys. Whether you like the film or hate the film, you gotta admit, those fight scenes in that film are handled miles better. And you believe it because it's Shannon Lee. Or even Cynthia Rothrock's lesser films, like I think it was called The Undefeatable, I think. Or Lady Dragon 2, which I'm not a fan of. Those fight scenes are handled better than this fight scene right here. Okay, granted, you got female martial artists, granted. Oh, hell, even... What is it? Serenity. Summer Glau, that sequence with the Reavers where she fucked them up. She's not a martial artist. The camera's in one spot. You see impact. That is like it could be more of an R-rated movie than this movie, to be honest. And you get a struggle there. She did take the two brushes, which I went like this with her. Like, oh, God. Stabs him a couple of times with two brushes. He pulls out the gun. She takes out the clip of the gun, pulls it out. He stole that from Transporter 2. Frank Martin, Jason Statham did it miles better. See, that movie to me has more of an R-rated edge for PG-13 than this movie. And stabs him with the gun off camera. Then, of course, the gangster guy sneaks out with the van. She talks to him on the phone and everything. She cannot get through because the garbage truck blocking. She tells him on the phone, you are where exactly where I want you. And he finds out in the back of the van all this time were the two dogs she was training. And the dogs were extremely quiet. Not even barking. I know a fact when you have dogs and the dog don't recognize someone, it's gonna bark. She yells, eat. That's the kill word, eat. And you see a little bit of a blood splat on the windshield. So we got that the dogs ate him alive. And Michael Vartan's in the FBI office, and she gets on a bus, and you get Johnny Cash's Hurt playing in the end credits. The movie is a piece of dog shit, and this film on IMDb got 6.2. Once again, a shitty movie that doesn't deserve that mark. Really doesn't deserve it. It's another maybe revenge film, you could say. Is it trying to be pretentious? I'm not sure. I'm just saying it's boring. The person doing the revenge, you should be able to care about. I don't care about Zoe Zodania in this film. I don't. Zodania, I think that's how she pronounces it. Or as my Caucasian friends pronounce it, Zoldana. But either way, I'm disappointed in her, really. Granted, she didn't write the script. Neither did Cliff Curtis, neither Jody Morell, or Michael Vartan. But Michael Vartan was in this movie called Rogue. That's that killer alligator film, which he was very good in the lead in that film. And I think I remember him, he was also the love interest of Drew Barrymore, Never Been Kissed. Okay there. But it's like, this movie is the same shit, different day. I've seen movies like Point of No Return, which that handles this type of story better than this movie. La Femme Nikita I've never seen. I had a VHS tape of it. I don't know where it's at. But this movie gets thumbs down. It's boring. I wish I could make this more over the top, but it's going to be 12 o'clock and I got to get to sleep. So, avoid this movie. You watch it at your own risk. It is on YouTube. A bunch of people uploaded it, and it's not blocked, ironically. I wish I would have seen this film in September, because this would have made the worst movies list. And, well, disappointing. I mean, Olivier Megachan should not be allowed near any movies again. You know, go back to sucking or jerking off Luc Besson in his office. You know, Valmark came in. Obviously, there are times you write good scripts and there are times you write bad scripts. Or, you know, he doesn't have balls to stand up to Luc Besson and say, look, I don't want to write this shit. You know? Then again, man, part of me is thankful that we didn't get a sequel to The Professional with Natalie Portman grown up. Because it would have been, he would have got Olivier Megachan and fucked it up. And he's going to fuck up the sequel to Taken. Watch. This is 2 times. Third strike, he's out. But Luc Besson's still going to give him jobs. He won't get on to Perry Morrell. And Perry Morrell's a better director. He won't get on to Lulu Leterrier. Lulu Leterrier is miles better than this guy. Shit. Lulu Leterrier knows how to put likable characters in his movies. Just look at the first 2 Transporter. Look at The Incredible Hulk. Look at Kiss of the Dragon. Look at Unleashed. Look at Clash of the Titans. He makes likable characters for your lead. Cataleya is not a likable character. She's stupid. She's not clever as a killer. You know, she should have took some notes from Frank Castle and, you know, Dolph Lundgren's Frank Castle and Thomas Jane's Frank Castle. Or hell, took some notes from fucking Paul Kersey. She's over there worshiping Xena Warrior, but she should have been leaving on the side, asking her Theo to show her some videotapes of Death Wish 3. Or hell, the 89 Punisher, to see how you could do it the right way. Or fuck it. Watch Revenge of the Ninja with Sho Kosugi. Learn from the best. But anyway, enough is enough of this film. The movie's a piece of shit. 0 out of 10 this movie gets. It doesn't deserve an R rating. It doesn't deserve 6.2. This movie needs to get on his knees and suck my dick. That's what he needs to do. And then after it sucks my dick, suck Michael's dick and suck Matt's dick. That's it. This movie needs to give us... Forget about it. I don't even know the words because it's late. But 0 out of 10 is the rating for this movie. I hate this film. Olivier Megatron. Go back to the Decepticons where you belong. Luc Besson. Leave these movies alone. Don't do anything no more. Do me a favor. Don't make any more films. Stick to the Barrio 13 movies. Don't let Olivier Megatron do those either. Stick to those movies. And that's it. Case closed. So anyway, thank you all for watching. And I'm going to go hit the sack. It's 12 a.m. Y'all have a good night and hope you enjoy it.